They say blood remembers. That even when the pages of history fade, the curse never forgets. For 100 years, my family has borne a shadow. A wound passed from one generation to the next. Whispers in the walls. Misfortunes that feel too precise to be random. And at the heart of it all, a broken promise. A betrayal. And a name we were forbidden to speak. But tonight, I break the silence. Because I've seen the mark reappear. And if I don't stop it, I fear I may be the last king of my bloodline. It began with my great-great-grandfather, King Eldrin IV. A king both revered and feared. The empire was dying. Plagues, famines, revolts. In desperation, Eldrin made a secret pact with a hooded stranger from the east. No one knew his name, only the symbol on his ring, a serpent biting its tail. The deal? 10 decades of unmatched power. In exchange for something unnamed. Eldrin agreed. And the next morning, the empire flourished. Crops returned. Enemies bowed. The skies cleared. But on the 100th night, the queen vanished. And so began the curse. Each generation pays. Every generation paid a price. Eldrin's son drowned in his own reflection. His grandson heard whispers that led him to madness. My own father, King Theros, vanished on his coronation day. Each time, the curse took something vital. A child. A soul. A crown. And it always happened on the 100th year. This year marks the 100th year again. The warning, the dream I couldn't ignore. Last month, I dreamt of a woman in silver robes. She stood at the edge of a burning forest and whispered. The dead is due. The final heir must choose, or lose everything. When I awoke, the ancient crest of the cursed pact was burned into my floorboards. I hadn't seen that symbol in years. That was the night I stopped sleeping. And started digging. The journal, my ancestors' hidden truth. Deep inside the old throne, I found it. A hidden journal, sealed with Eldrin's personal sigil. It revealed everything. The pact demanded one thing, an heir. But when the queen gave birth, Eldrin hid the child, because the baby bore the mark of the serpent. He broke the deal. And in doing so, doomed us all. The pact was never fulfilled. And now, the curse hunts every heir, to claim the soul it was promised. I am the last. 2 nights ago, the stranger returned. Just as he did to Eldrin. But this time, he came to me. He offered a solution. Give me the child marked by the serpent, he said. And your line will be free. But I have no such child. No heir. Unless the serpent mark isn't born. But chosen. And what if I'm it? The journal led me to the forbidden vault. A place even my father feared. Inside were relics, weapons of forgotten kings. And a mirror sealed in chains. On its surface, my face. But behind me, stood every cursed king before me. They whispered in unison. You are the debt, and the key. There was only one way to end it. To willingly offer myself. Not in surrender. But in sacrifice. The curse did not want death. It wanted choice. To show that my bloodline would choose what Eldrin never did. I stepped forward. Took the blade. And whispered the ancient words. Let my will be stronger than my fear. The chamber trembled. The mirror shattered. And from its pieces rose the spirit of the pact. A serpent of smoke and memory. It looked into me. Saw not fear, but resolve. And with a final hiss, it vanished. For the first time in a century. The weight in the air lifted. The curse was broken. Or so I believed. Weeks passed. Peace returned. The people cheered. My advisors wept. But last night, as I stood at the balcony, I saw a child playing near the garden fountain. A child I did not recognize. Barefoot. Smiling. With the mark of the serpent on his palm. He looked up at me. And whispered. The curse never ends, it only waits. Or so I believed. And now, I ask you. If you carried a curse in your blood, would you run from it? Or face it head on? Even if it meant sacrificing everything? Because some legacies are forged not in crowns, but in courage.